Hey, happy Saturday. Welcome to Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. I'm Chris Spiker, your host. Our first guest, chamber members with Career Dreams and Educational Foundation, Greg Rendell, and you brought along Leanne. Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hey, Career Dreams.
Yes,
It's all in the title.
it is.
But what is Career Dreams?
I'm going to let Leanne
Leanne?
go for that.
Well, Career Dreams is a business where we believe that everyone is brilliant, and our brilliance comes out of our natural, God-given talents, those that we are born with, not those that we have learned.
Who had the idea for the business?
Greg did.
Really? But you know all about it.
Yes. He's been in business for about 30 years with this and has gone all over with our process with Career Dreams, and I've been with him for a year.
You know, we're so lucky here in the Antelope Valley to have a business like this. This is world-class organization. What's the process of Career Dreams?
The process it's a twofold process. What we do is we take individuals through asking them questions, through the art of asking them questions. They answer those questions because they're all about them. And we help them to know who they are a little more and what they can do out of their natural talents
And their dreams.
and their dreams.
Questions. You ask questions, you get answers, you listen.
Yes.
I should mention that if you're interested in Career Dreams, we'll mention contact information again, but you can give Leanne a call at 661, not right now, not this very second, but 661-317-5148 to set up an appointment. What kind of programs do you offer?
Well, we have the art of management, which is working with companies and organizations that have teams. And most people at work don't even consider or think about their dreams. They think about maybe the dream of the company itself, their vision or mission. And we get everyone to think about the mission and vision of their department and the mission and vision of themselves within that department.
Should everybody have a dream?
Oh, everyone, yes. And everyone does. But they just don't share it. It's something that's really important to identify. And when you discover it yourself, it's yours.
Right.
There's so many organizations and programs out there that you take a test and then they give you the results. No, that's their opinion. They may be right, but the fact is when you discover it yourself, it's yours.
Right. At Career Dreams, how do you find your clients?
Well, and do that one.
Okay. We've gone to about 17 different organizations, service organizations, resource organizations, and we talk to the people there. So people that are homeless, people that are low income, but they would like to find work. We can also go into the businesses too and help them to change their culture within the business.
And you mentioned, what was the reason for joining the Chamber of Commerce? It wasn't just the free lunch, was it?
No.
Okay.
No, I was kidding about that, but no, so that we could be known in the Antelope Valley, so we could get out there and establish this in the Antelope Valley.
Now, I want to mention something very important. I've worked all over the country, and I've worked in, and I belong to the North Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. This Chamber of Commerce is the best I've ever been in.
Hmm.
It is really top notch.
Well, I just to digress for a sec, what is it about the Lancaster Chamber that is a difference?
I think people care, and they're not just there to promote their own businesses necessarily. They're there to promote the community, and there's a lot of community activity that takes place. So it's very exciting for me, and it's also very exciting to be heard, and we are heard there. We are understood, and we're going to be working with the chamber, going into businesses, taking our process in to help those businesses through the state of California.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to see some of the different reasons why people join a chamber, and then to learn things about our chamber that
Yeah.
maybe we just took for granted.
And don't promote as much. We don't promote ourselves. Other people do much better than us, than our personally.
Hence the radio show,
Yeah.
just to talk to different chamber members, businesses, and organizations, and hear the story.
Mhm.
Something you wouldn't see on a billboard.
No, this is brilliant. Oh, it is. It's very special.
Glenn or Leanne, Greg, who are some of the people that you've worked with, and what were the results?
Well, I've worked all over the country. I started in Washington, D.C., and I worked with Department of Treasury, the Department of Debt, which does the bonds, was moving from Washington to West Virginia. And so I was able to train them within their organization. There were 150 people that didn't want to go to West Virginia, and they all had jobs within 3 months. And that's amazing because it was a downtime in the early 90s. And consequently, I worked with the Department of Treasury, the DOD, and also quite a few years with the CIA, helping them retire. Those people retire in their 50s. They have a whole career ahead of them. But our traditional way of looking for work is to say, what's your experience? They don't want to go into espionage and business. So we got them doing things they never dreamt possible.
Wow.
And it was really successful. And that's just one. We worked with 11 school districts in New Mexico, training the teachers and staff. And then they, in turn, went to the students and took them through this process. And then we invited the parents. And interesting enough, all the schools said, or the teachers said, the parents won't come because we don't get very many parents. One of the districts, we got 95% of the parents because their kids said, you gotta do this. This is amazing.
Probably depends on the bait that you use.
Yes, and one of the major aspects of this is establishing 2 basic rules. And the first one is no negatives. Negativity destroys anything productive. And our culture is wrought with negativity today. And it's only a habit. So we issue every single person that participates in this process an invisible wand. And they use that wand if someone's negative. And also limits. The worst offenders of limiting us, besides ourselves, are family and friends. And so we establish that. Because if you limit yourself, that's all you're going to achieve. That's all you're going to go. There's so much more that's available to you.
Do you, in your sessions, do you say what is more? What more?
Oh yeah.
How do you open that up?
Actually, the people discover it within themselves. We just ask the questions that opens that up for them, and as they hear their own answers, they realize, I am brilliant. I have this talent or that talent. I have this dream that I haven't thought about in a long time, if ever. So it really opens them up.
We have one person who's 76 years old. She was she delivered mail, a mail carrier, and her dream was to build communities around the world. Now that's a little bit tough to achieve.
Right.
But then she realized after going through the action groups in 3 months, it suddenly dawned on her to write a book. And she's brilliant, truly brilliant at that. And she does the voiceover for the book.
Wow.
And it's beautiful writing. And she is just on fire. She never would have considered that before. But the process gets people to eliminate the limits and go for whatever you're here for, your natural talents and utilizing those to go for your dream. Most of the time in our lives, we've been taught not to follow our natural talents. You have to work hard to be successful. And the fact is, you just follow your dreams and your talents.
You said we had just a couple of minutes left. I'm so engrossed in the story. Does everybody respond like that? Does
Yes.
everybody find their dream and,
Yes.
and find the action that takes them to the next
Because
step?
it's all about you, all about them. We don't give any information. They discover, and not only that, they're getting help from the other participants, and they're helping them. And that's the greatest thing you can do.
Greg and Leanne, I realize when you tell somebody something, it's like a teacher. Sometimes
Yeah.
we can pay attention, sometimes we can ignore it. But when they come up with it themselves, it comes out of them, and you just point it out to them.
Yes.
Then it's real.
Teachers, after our training, say that they're kicking the students out that need them the most.
Yep. It's like an aha moment.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking with Greg Brendel and Leanne from Career Dreams. Phone number again, 661-317-5148. Leave a message. They'll get back to you. Set up an appointment.
Yeah.
Another success story. We got just a couple seconds here.
I thought we were closing, so
You're in theater.
yes, I was an actor during the 80s. I did quite a few television shows and movies for TV and things like that.
Love having you on the show. Thank you very much. Thanks
you.
both of you for being chamber members.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a given.
You bet.